Welcome to Unsigned Spotlight, the daily live show from the Scene Projects. We shine a light on the best unsigned musical talent from around the world, featuring songs from independent artists across all genres. This is where passionate music heads, emerging artists, and curious listeners come together to discover what's next.
It starts with a spoke at 2 a.m. Just a hum in my head, let it be with it. Tap on the table, rhythm in time, turning little ideas into something that shines. Got a line on my napkin, a chord on repeat, melody dancing on restless feet. Chasing that feeling, don't let it go. It's how a brand new song is born, you know. Lay by lay, we build it strong, finding the groove where it belongs. Come up with a melody, let it flow free. Fire that up the sticks like a memory. Reach the rhythm, time it right, turn that little spark into shining light. Lay down vocals, give it your soul. Now you got something ready to roll. When it's polished and bright, ready to go, send it out to Unsigned Spotlight. Yeah, rich hits hard, harmony sweet, baseline walking on dancing feet. Stack those tracks, fine tune the sound. Magic happen when passion is bound. Mix it clean, let the chorus soar. Hit replay what I hear and raw. From studio dreams to the world outside, it's time to take that leap of pride. All that work, all that fire, now it's climbing higher and higher. Come up with a melody, let it fly. Can't see what you can't deny. Built in, so break it down. Spin that sound all over town. Lay down vocals, hard on track. No holding back, no looking back. When it's shining and ready to go, send it straight to Unsigned Spotlight. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, yeah. Lights come up, crowd gets loud. Here come the voices drawing the crowd. AJ steps in with that fire inside, breaking down bars like a lyrical fight. Michael's got vision, ear to the street, spotting the anthem before it's a hit. Real talk, real ears know industry goes. Highlighted talent, turning dreams to balls. From review to feature, they open the door, shining that light like never before. AJ and Michael calling your name, turning on sides and a part of the game. Melody rising, hear it loud from bedroom beats to a roaring crowd. Dreaming, building, letting it ignite. Now you're shining in the spotlight. From that spark in the quiet night to the stage in the bright white light. Time is now, let the world hear it. Unsigned Spotlight. Let's premiere it. Woo! Who's got next? You do. Who's on the mic? Hey, take a mic drop. Where we shining. Unsigned Spotlight.
Michael's with the position on his phone. How are we?
Hello!
What are we checking today?
Making sure that I'm streaming correctly.
Let's just say a welcome to you all, Katrina.
if I do that long enough, my dogs will actually start howling because I'll do that to my puppy. I'll go, I love you, and they go, "Ow." So, because that's what happens when you have huskies.
Oh, I've got a bit of a repeat going on. Is that you at your end, or is it me at my end?
I'm not hearing a repeat.
It's just if I say hello, 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 hello. It goes like that. Oh, look, we've got James in already and Steve. How are we, Steve? Hey, we were talking to me and Michael. And let's start off the program about this because I've read lots of posts today from a lot of artists feeling really down at the moment. You know, as though the music industry is giving them a bit of a punch in the gut. You know, Brandy was talking earlier about some gigs that have been cancelled and some sponsorships have been cancelled. And I think in general, the music industry is having a bit of a blur year. You know, and I think we need to, as artists, really reflect on what we do have and what we don't have in the music industry and sort of actually be grateful for what we have got. Because I think we sometimes forget as music artists when we're going for gold, when we're going for numbers, we're going for music, sort of like things that are really going to capture us, you know, that actually there's a lot more going on around us that actually we're not being involved in and it could be a lot worse. You know, I think, you know, there's a lot worse things going on. And I think actually in the music industry, I know you're all feeling a bit downbeat at the moment, but please don't be, because I'm proud of you all. You know, you're all going to some amazing award shows this year. You're all bringing out absolutely banging hits for 2026. And I'll tell you what, actually, you know, I've been doing this radio show now for 6 years, and I think this year has produced some of the best music already. And we're only into May. So, you know, you've put some phenomenal music out. The award shows look absolutely amazing. The JMAs I was looking through last night, and the list on there has already started to grow of people who are going to be going to the JMAs this year as well. So I get it. I really get it. You know, so Michael, you know, you've been down since the weekend. You know, what's going on, buddy? You know, tell us. Let's have a bit of a Michael time, okay?
Well, I think a lot of
It's Michael therapy time, everybody. Let's give him some therapy. What's going on, buddy?
No, I don't think it's therapy. I think I'm going through what a lot of artists feel, you know, just like me, people have spent probably years putting, you know, their music together, their project together, and they feel good about it. And then you send it out, and I think it's a twofold thing, because I'm really honored and humbled by all the recognition that I've gotten from, you know, the awards and, you know, the different things that I've been nominated for or won. And I mean, that means everything to me, but it's like when you have this desire to not only put out music, but to perform it, to go out and, you know, reach an audience with your music, you know, and everybody has different kind of reasons, you know, different kind of styles. And some people put out music to, you know, to get everybody to party and feel good, and, you know, and that kind of thing. And, you know, and then there are people that, you know, write very introspective things that, you know, they want to share, hoping that people find common bonds with them. And so it's weird because, you know, I feel like so many artists that I've read about that say, I'm proud of my music and I'm really glad at the response that it's getting, but I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, if that makes any sense. You know, because, you know, and a lot of it is true, is that, you know, I have found out the hard way that a lot of people, and this, I'm just going to be blunt, I've gotten more support from people that I've met in the last 6 to 8 months than I've gotten from people that called me friends or family. It's like as soon as I launched and got all this stuff out and started really everybody was crickets. All the people that, you know, were supporting me before, as soon as you do, and I'm like, is it because they feel like it should have been them, or do they, you know, is it a jealousy thing that they just can't, you know, it's just, I don't know. If anybody's listening, and if that's happened to anybody, I'd love to know, you know, because I had a slew of people that I considered friends that I helped, you know, and, you know, once I made this decision to really focus on myself and focus on my music, it's like right when things started really happening, all the people that should be helping and supporting, they're nowhere to be found. Not that I'm not grateful for the new people that I've met, but that just, you know, that it feels fucking shitty. Part of my French, it really does. It feels it feels terrible because you were there for them and they're not here for you now only because you're doing something that they either couldn't do or didn't want to do, or, you know, because this is hard. Putting an album together, putting music together, whether it's full-blown orchestrations or whether it's just acoustic guitar, putting an album together with music that you feel really passionate about, it does take time. And I don't know. I'm looking at everything and I'm like, the artist side of me, I'm honored and thrilled and like blown away. Like, I just really am. I don't care what people say. Oh, you know, you sing good, or you know, this and that. I'm still at the point in my journey and career as a singer. I'm still thrilled anytime somebody gives me a compliment. I don't step on this stage and expect it. So when somebody comes up to me and says, dude, wow, that was amazing, and or whatever, I'm still honored by that. I don't think, oh, well, of course you are. I'm Michael Cagle. Oh, you know, I'm not like that. That's just not me. I don't know. I feel like I want to get my music out there. I wish my numbers were better. You know, I don't know.
Let's talk numbers. Okay. I had this conversation with a lot of people who approach me as an artist manager, but also as a coach. You know, I don't like this numbers game. You know, personally, we have only got addicted to numbers since social media grew, since StreamYard got involved, since social media grew. Numbers has become almost addictive, that we've got to be looking at our numbers. Why have we not got 700 followers? Why have we not got 100,000 streams? Why have we not got... It's like, it's almost lost its passion. It's, you know, music. It's because you hear from the labels, you're not going to be signed unless you got 1.5 million listeners. That's crap. You know, all this rubbish about numbers. Where was the passion in music when you wrote a song and it meant something to someone? Not that it was going to be a number, not that there was going to be a streaming thing, you know. We never got into numbers. And I think we've all got too passionate about numbers, you know, about how many numbers that we've got. We didn't have all of these social media platforms. We had one. You know, we didn't have LinkedIn, we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have Twitter, we didn't have God knows what else. And I think we've become a generation of people who are chasing numbers, not chasing the reason why they wrote their music in the first place. And I think, I got to a point, you know, in my career where actually I don't bother even checking my numbers now. I'd rather the reason for music being put out is because it's something that I'm very passionate about and it hits home, you know, and actually it's a track that has hit home to a family member, to a friend, to my audience. You know, I just feel more passionate about that than numbers. And I think, you know, all of those young artists who are starting out, if you go along believing that your numbers are the only importance in your music industry career, you are going to struggle. You will last a couple of years. And I think, that's been brought on by social media. I get the artists are frustrated at the moment in terms of playing and seeing audiences. We've had many great artists, including Brandy, being not able to go out and play. So what do we do with 2026? I'm going to put this out to the audience. What are you doing this year with your 2026, where gigs are cancelled? You've not got the radio play that you would often get. The award shows are still running, but some of them are going online rather than being sort of held personally, for different types of reasons. So what are you doing out there as artists? Are you going back to basics? Are you taking gigs you would not normally take? Are you writing to your local bars and saying, actually it's been a fair few years since I've played in here, because I've been going to the big stadiums, big theaters, things like that. But actually, everywhere's dead quiet. Do you know what? Actually, for Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, do you mind if I come and play in here? Or an open mic night? Or going on TikTok and doing more TikTok lives? I think we've just got to be more creative this year to keep ourselves going.
Well, I do want to say something. I don't chase numbers as a measure of success. I look at numbers, and I think a lot of artists look at numbers as, is the music making an impact? Do I have a fan base? Is what I'm putting out resonating? That's more important to me than, I don't care if I have 1.5 million streams. That would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love that. And I'd be doing cartwheels down the hall. And you'd want to see that. Trust me.
I think we should see it tonight.
Oh, yes. But I think people look at numbers as a way to say, is what I'm doing being appreciated, or is there an audience for it? Yes, I'm thrilled. I'm stunned. This is my first year as a recording artist, and my original stuff has literally been nominated in every award show or award contest that I've entered. I'm really serious. That blows my mind. Why isn't that translating into a bigger audience? Why isn't that translating into more radio play? Or, now obviously I have the movie coming out. People can't say they do. But, and I'm expecting a bump from that. But, it just,
And he says for himself, my music is for the hope and healing for those struggling in life. So I agree when the numbers are deceiving. Totally agree with that. And Randy, you do a bloody brilliant job of supporting thousands around the world, from mental health, suicide awareness. We've got a song of yours tomorrow regarding suicide awareness, and I love the way you write. The fact that you write for healing of others, you write to support others going through really difficult times. So Randy, you do a good job, and the numbers are deceiving. Playing around the radio, let's get that, that argument. Come on, guys, you are spoiled brats as artists now. Come on. Seriously, when we were in the 80s, okay, we probably had one or two channels and there was no way of getting our music heard, okay? You must have only been like a famous star earning £1 million to get your music heard. Come on, artists. If I hear that one more bloody time that my music doesn't get heard on radio, I'm going to do this to all of you. Wake up, for God's sake, artists, okay? Your music is getting played on more radio stations than you've ever had as artists, okay? The Scenes Project Radio being able to put it on 24/7, 7 days a week on replay for $60, okay, is pittance. And that music is going around the world at all times. If you choose not to listen to it, then that's your own problems as artists, okay? But the fact is, all of you artists out there are getting more radio play than you've ever done, ever, okay? You can send in your radio play to DJs now for free, Okay, and there's so many independent radio DJs who sit there on their Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, putting your music and playing it out live. Okay, so that is a face slap to all you artists. Okay, you would have not had that opportunity if social media wasn't the way it was. And I think we generally, and I'm doing that to myself, I'm face slapping myself, because at the end of the day, I always think to myself, well, my song's not being played. I've just got to go on my Spotify and I know that someone's playing my song in Japan. How the hell would that happen to AJ in the 1980s or the 1990s, that his records be recognized in Japan or Germany or Italy or Greece? It wouldn't happen. So I think we're spoiled. This generation is spoiled as artists, that we're saying that our records aren't being heard when they are bigger than ever.
I think the opportunity, yes, there are more opportunities. And I think, it's both. Gentlemen, Don wrote 27 number one hits, and I guess most of your listeners do not know.
Read it out loud so the audience can hear it.
Gentlemen, Don Schlitz wrote 21 number one hits, and I would guess most of your listeners do not know his name or the songs he wrote. So many great writers, and they are seldom mentioned. They are the ones that give birth to great songs. Singers are essential, but we really only recognize the front men or women. Yeah.
That's correct. It quite often happens.
Listen, I have the utmost respect for songwriters. So I mean, because all our, it is a collaboration when a great song with great lyrics, is coupled with a voice that knows how to interpret those lyrics. And that's a big thing. It's not just a matter of just singing notes, because you can teach a parrot to sing. It doesn't mean it's going to move you. It just means it's there. So songwriters are, by all stretches of the music business, are essential. They are actually the wheels that get everything moving. So I definitely hope I'm not coming across as someone that is pro singer only and not I'm anti songwriter.
Yeah, Jeffrey says you, Jason, and AJ are fantastic songwriters as well. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Welcome to the show.
I was driving to work today, and I was listening to I wrote a lot of songs, and I think, and this sucks. And I told him this the other night. I said, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever sung, JP wrote. And I'm like, what? I poured my heart and soul into writing of this music, and he sits down and writes a song, and I'm like, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Now, obviously, I did an arrangement on it, but it's the words, and so it's just, I guess what I'm feeling is I miss the crowds. I miss performing. I miss getting on stage. I want to share what I've worked so hard with. Not because I think I'm great, but because I've worked so fucking damn hard that.
James says he's in agreement with both of what we're saying.
Yeah, we need more. We need more tours.
We need more tours, yep.
We do. We need to have.
This is where my inspirations come from. Live events in my life. I like it.
Yes, I mean,
And Rich is in the background. I have seen you, Rich, because you say that you write and support AJ's love life. That is very true. You're currently writing one of my latest songs that I wrote over the weekend to increase my love life chances. And on that one, just guess what, everybody? I got a phone call last night from the lovely cat, and I also got a picture for the lovely cat. So God knows what I've done right. It must be the song. It worked. The song I wrote. It worked. So do you know what? I'm buzzing. Sod the bloody numbers. I might get a date. You know, at the end of the day, I got a phone call, I got a lovely photo, all by writing a song. You know, so I totally agree with you, Richard. You know, writing is like important for AJ's love life, but it also is important for the message that I've got for everybody before we end this therapy session. I also got a lovely email this morning. So if you can all remember, last week I put out a song for my daughters because it's going to be Father's Day in about a month's time, and that was what I had deep in my mind. It's coming up to that difficult time of the year for me. And I sent that song out to Fathers for Justice UK, which is the biggest UK charity for fathers who are trying to get support for themselves and their children, either in court or through connection with their children. And the email was breathtaking. It basically said, "We have listened to your song and we would like to consider it for Father's Day, for Fathers for Justice." Now, this charity, when I looked at their numbers, when we're talking about numbers, 400,000 members. They are world renowned for being one of the biggest justice systems for fathers around the world. So I am bloody ecstatic that one of my songs is being chosen for their charity. And I know that that song will have an impact to fathers greater than any other numbers, any other amount of money. It will have an impact because what it will do, it will bring children closer to their fathers, and it will bring fathers closer to their children. And over this period of Father's Day in the UK and America, I hope that many fathers reach out to their children, give them a big hug, and actually say, "I love you." Okay? That's what music means to me. And I think the point of all of this is we are going through a shit year as artists. But come on, artists, you've got the opportunity to still do amazing things like Randy, like I've been able to do. And Michael, you've done so much already. Okay. Colors of the Sun, when that comes out, people are going to absolutely love your music. Okay. But I think it's also about how we be creators as artists this year. There is so much closing down. You know, I look in my personal street and I walk up my personal street and there's a bar closed every single day. Do you know what? As artists, I think we've just got to go to literally go back to basics. Do you know, some of those bars that we haven't played in for years, some of those places we wouldn't play in, I think we're just going to have to go out. If we want our friends to see us, we want to perform our latest tracks, I think we're going to have to bite the bullet this year. I think it's going to be a case of, do you know what? Actually, I'm just going to ring up every bloody pub and say, "Hey, have you got anyone booked in for this weekend?" I'm going to go to an agency, a music agency. Jesus, I haven't been to one of those for years because they normally bloody send me out looking like Bobby Williams. I'm actually going to say to them, "Do you mind if I come and join your music agency? Because I need to get out." Okay. And I did that for you, Michael. I actually wrote a piece on you and just sort of said, "Is there any music agencies out there who would pair up with Michael and get him out, even if it's a local bar or a local pub, because Michael is desperate to sing this year." Okay. So I think that is the sort of what we need to be doing as artists. You know, let's start being creative. Let's support each other. When you go to a bar, a club, or a pub, anywhere, okay, just give them the EPK of your friends or your mates, okay, and just mention them, okay, because you may have a gig the following weekend. But that's about it, you know. And I think therapy session is over. Okay, we will have a therapy session with Michael after the show because I'm going to cheer him up, okay? Because I'll tell you what, at tea time, I've got something beautiful to share with Michael, which will give him a tear or two. Okay? So for tea time, we will get through, okay? Now, Richard says we need to figure out how to write a song to make me further away from my kids. So there's me trying to get closer to families, and there's Richard trying to get further away from his kids. See, we always have a bit of comedy on this show. Thanks, Rich, for reminding us. Anyway, what's on the show tonight? We have got lots of music to play in the second half of the show. We have got This Is Sally in Blue Flames, Steve Bowman and the Long Road Band. Okay, that's a new hit which has been sent through to us. Richard has got us a new song. He's Play It For You, it's called. It's one of his new tracks. John Michael Ferrari and the lovely Pippa sent me a lovely email last night just to say, how are me and Michael? Are we doing well? It's a long time no hear. did we know that Michael is going for the ISSA this year? And I said, yes, I saw that Michael had got through. So hopefully Michael Cagle will be able to go and see John, to go and see him in the ISSA. So yes, they've sent one through, and that's called No Mistaken. Next one sent through from the CMA UK, Damien Rowe, Growing Older. He's a nationally touring, award-winning recording artist from Southern Illinois. She's also known to take on Americana country music. She's a singer-songwriter with an acoustic guitar player, and she has toured 21 states and Canada so far in her journey. Probably not this year. That's probably last year. And then the last one is the amazing mix from last week. He's brought us another track in, and it's called, and I think if Michael drank beer, he'd need this title. You Could Use Another Beer is the title of the track. Okay, so that's the last one for the night. So which one are we going for first? Number 2. Okay, Richard, this is yours, mate. And this is your new cover. I like it. I do like that. Very good. Okay, so we shall play Richard's song. And this one starts the show, and it's Play It For You, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. And I shall play it for everyone, not just for you.
Lived in the metal chest. Skyline don't shift when he stares too long. City stay cold, don't correct your wrong. Said we here now to the ghost he knew, but the streets stay silent, no follow through. Back room sleep with the driest hum. Coins in the jar, gotta make that come. Every morning cloth on the brass like prayer. If you treat her right, she gon' take you there. Voice in his head from a chair long gone. Said you got a kid, now we play alone. Studios laugh, said the sound too old. Brass don't sell, yeah the line been sold. 10 doors shut, same script, same tone. Not market fit, now you're on your own. So we hit them nights with the lights stay dim. Play through the void, but it played through him. Empty seats, but the notes still rise. Every breath got a piece inside. Not for them, not for fame, not pride. Just to prove he kept it alive. Play it for you, not the crowd. Play it for truth, say it loud. If it breaks, let it break right through. Every note, yeah, I'll play for you. Play it for you, no disguise. No more deals in between the lines. If it costs everything I knew, I'ma still, I'll play for you. Thursday night, one face don't drift. Eyes locked in, not a casual glance. Said you sound like you fighting ghosts. He said maybe I ain't got a chance. She don't preach, don't sell no dream. Just show up when the room stay lean. Said she know how the doors get cracked, but the price in the fine print stain. Glass and steel, 10 minutes max. Don't waste time. Yeah, she stayed it flat. 3 cold stairs in a silent room. He don't talk, just let it bloom. Now we play every note he heard. Every doubt in a single word. Every tear that was left unfilled. Every promise that time just killed. When it stopped, it don't feel like air. Heavy silence just sitting there. Voice say, where you been hiding at? He said, places you don't look at. Now it's calls, now it's names, now it's lights. Now the same ones trying to rewrite. But the weight gets strange when the lines get blurred. When the help got a cause unheard. Conversations turn razor thin. What you gain, what you giving in. Every door got a lock and key. And the key ain't always free. Play it for you, not the crowd. Play it for truth, say it loud. If it breaks, let it break right through. Every note, yeah, I play for you. Play it for you, no disguise. No more deals in between the lines. If it costs everything I knew, I'ma still, I'll play for you.
I like that song. I hear you, Michael. Yeah, microphone's off. There you go.
At first, I thought, ooh, I like this song. I'd like to sing it. And then it got into the funky fast rap. And I'm like,
yeah, good luck, Richard, finding someone to vocalize that one. That's
it's great. Like there are literally, obviously, hundreds, if not more, artists that could do that. I just can't. But love the song, Richard. Absolutely love that song. That is a great
funky. They like it. Funky.
Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Yeah. Okay.
I tell you what, it was funky. And again, that's what music's all about. I'll tell you what. You know, we just had like a very bleh session for the first half hour. And then it's me literally on my chair, giving it, yeah, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, I really, Richard writes well. He really does write well. And he knows how to make, he does know how to make an upbeat, feel good. You listen to it and your foot starts moving without you even thinking about it. It's like, okay, this just makes sense. So yeah,
he's getting so hyper. Can you imagine him in the room? He'd be like, hey, Rich, do it again. I bet they're all dancing till midnight because he's doing his songs till midnight. He's got his speakers blaring and all the kids are like, dude, I like that. That was good. Right, yeah, okay. Next track. Number three was John McFerrari. Here he is. Where is he? I've lost him. Where are you gone? No mistaken. There you go.
No mistaken.
They're lovely. Have you met these two? These are lovely. I like Pippa and John McFerrari. They're cool. Really lovely, really lovely. They're also music teachers as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. They brought out some great artists between the two of them. So this is called No Mistaken. I hope you like it. I think this one's a bit of a love ballad. So all those ones are feeling in love at the moment. This one's for you.
You never know how much I need you. And you never know how much I want you. But we just play this game like we just don't care. But in our hearts we know our love is always there. There's no mistaking, we've both been taken with each other. Look at me, wanting so much to hold you. And look at me, wanting so much to love you. But we play this game like we just don't care. But in our hearts we know our love is always there. There's no mistaking, we've both been taken with each other. Oh, I'd be so lost if I let you slip away. And I'd be so lost if you don't ask me to stay. Oh, please stay. let's not play this game like we just don't care. 'Cause in our hearts we know our love is always there. There's no mistaking, we've both been taken with each other. So here we are, staying close together. Let's make it so. It will last forever. So let's not play this game like we just don't care. 'Cause in our hearts we know our love is always there. There's no mistaking, we've both been taken with each other. There's no mistaking, we've both been taken with each other. No mistaking.
Okay, so
No.
that is kind of a, I get like, everybody's going, and which is totally cool. A lot of people are real, especially country, are really going back to like the roots of country, like the like the 70s, the 60s, where it wasn't a lot of, there's not a lot of production. There's not a, it's all about creating a story or a visual, and his voice lends to that. Like I hear that and I'm immediately think, okay, AJ found a song from 1971 that was out there
I was
playing.
sent via email. I didn't find it. I ain't got a bloody time machine, you know.
Well, that's right.
Scotty, give me back to 1971.
You know what I'm saying? It just feels that it really gave me old classic vibes, like just yeah. I kind of like that, like a Merle Haggard kind
I'd be
of.
like -4 years old.
What?
I'd be like -4 years old in 1970.
Oh my god!
But all those ones who were born in around.
Why is it always about you?
Because it should be about me. I'm the producer. Everything should be about me. Me. Come on, you had the first half hour mode. Now I've got the last half hour of just everything being about me.
It wasn't about me. And even when it was about me, you did 80% of the talking.
I get you, O. It was a very nice. Oh, don't start being a salt bag. Everybody's been going on about that on YouTube. I love it when Michael disappears. He gets a right strop on and then puts his camera off and then don't come back again. There you go. Make it feel better. All right, there's lots of love for Michael.
No, I like people that you can hear their influence. Like he is, like I said, he's a Merle Haggard kind of singer, and even straight to a point, just not a lot of flashy production. It's about the grit and character of the voice. And I think he did a good job. So I like that.
He's done. Pepper must love it. Especially with those.
This is why people send their music in. This is my incredible insight to.
Oh, that's what it is. They don't send it in because they want everybody to get some more numbers. Then no.
No, they want to know what Michael thinks.
They want to know what Michael thinks. All about Michael again. Here we go. Anyway, let's see what Michael gets with the next track. Okay, what number are you going for next?
Let's go 3.
Okay, number 3 was... We'd already done number 3. That was just 3 what we just done.
Oh, no, number 1, I mean.
Number 1. Oh, okay, let's go for this one then. Sally in Blue Flames. Oh, look at Sally. Looks nice, isn't she?
I really like that cover.
She's in a blue dress. I don't know about Blue Flames.
Maybe she calls her dress Flames.
Baby. Okay, this is Sally in Blue Flames.
Always be Sally in Blue Flames there, flirting with the guys and singing them bad old songs. It all went wrong. I take myself way back there, through the rough swing doors where they spit on the floor. You keep your boots on and fetch, make a pillow for your head. Then she takes you dancing to the rhythm of the long and lonesome night. The rhythm of the lonesome night. Deep in the canyon, where the bones of the old ones lie, where the fiery river flows and the moonshine calls a name. Up in the air, the old crow sees it all. He's a mean old bird, he's forgotten every word of the promises I broke, which all went up in smoke when I took my chance of running way out across the borderline. Out across the borderline. Oh Sally, these dreams are growing old. Oh Sally, my freedom has been sold. My hope rusts like a lock out in the rain, looking for redemption on that southbound train, but I lie in chains. I lie in chains. Sally in Blue Flames there. She's a handsome girl, spy the lines across her face. One thing I know, she won't talk of me no more. But sometimes in the night when she turns out the light, I hope she can recall in the days before the fall, when she took me dancing through the rhythm of the long and lonesome night. Of the lonesome night. Oh Sally, dreams are growing old. Oh Sally, freedom has been sold. My hope rusts like a lock out in the rain, looking for redemption on that southbound train, but I lie in chains.
All right. I thought that was kind of cool. It was a totally different vibe than I thought. But I liked it. I really liked the arrangement of that. Like, the arrangement was interesting to me. His voice was good. Has a lot of character to it. But it was the way his voice and the arrangement intertwined that made it really kind of interesting for me because it was a sound that I don't normally hear. Like so far, we've kind of done that. Like we've played kind of 3 songs.
I think Tuesdays for me is quite an interesting day. It's one of those days where Tuesdays is quite an interesting day for me because it's one of those days where I'm just picking. I've sort of like gone for my Monday high because I know that the tracks that send through it are going to be really good quality tracks, you know. And then Tuesday, it's like, okay, I'm going to go for something a bit different. Then Wednesday's pick it all up again, and then so Tuesday's is a picky day, but yeah, that was different. I like it.
It was, it was, and I like the fact that so far, if I remember correctly, Richard's track was pretty well orchestrated with a lot of stuff happening, but the last 2 were pretty bare bones as far as they're making the lyrics and the singer and the story front and center. So that's cool. I liked it.
Basics. Okay, cup of tea time. Enjoy your tea, everybody. Go and get a cup of tea. You've only got 30 seconds.
Imagine capturing the raw essence of nature with its infinite color and beauty. Now, envision turning that into something truly transformative. Pure and easy tea cultivates the goodness of nature's bounty into fuel for your body. We are what we drink. Pure and easy tea, the pure nourishment your body craves.
I will always love those commercials.
I love that advert.
I do. Now we always talk about brands. You know, we talk about spending some time making sure that, you know, as an artist, before you go out, before you start really pushing your music and everything, understand what your brand is or define your brand to an audience. That's so pivotal. Like, I cannot tell you, don't just get up and say, I'm a singer-songwriter and strum your guitar and then walk away. Because there are, no offense, thousands in Nashville alone that do that. So how are you going to stand out? Understand your brand. Know what it is that you want to sell. It could be the way you look. It can be your personality. It can be the way you dress. It can be the style of music that you sing. Brand awareness is amazing. Pure and Easy Tea knows that. Like, that's what they excel at. It's like, they're like, this is what we want to represent. And everything, every frame, every clip of water going into a cup, you wouldn't think, okay, that's a brand thing. But the way they do it, the way they frame it, the way just brilliant. Like, that is a massive, that is one of the best marketed brands I've really seen. Like, you get it, you understand it, you see it. It's not hard to, decipher what they're trying to say, and it reinforces from the opening statement. I mean, the last thing, nourishment that your body craves, or replenishment that your body craves. Perfect. God. So amazing. Yes. So anyway, that's my spiel for artists, and that's my spiel for Pure and Easy Tea. Everybody, fantastic. Pure and Easy Tea.
Everybody, Pure and Easy Tea. We've also got a message from the Hattons for you. Okay, so Hatton and Orders, can you please share the song JP wrote for you? I would love to have a listen. I think she'd like that shared individually to you.
Oh.
Isn't that lovely?
I can send it tomorrow. I can.
Where do you send submissions? You send them on a form, which we can put on in the link, or if you go on our Facebook pages or our YouTube pages or our websites, you will find the form, or contact us after the show and we get a form sent out to you. Okay, we've got plenty of time. We would love to hear this. Yep, we would. I'll tell you what, we will get that on the show tomorrow. Let's put this on the show tomorrow. JP's song that he wrote for you? Was that the one from the other day?
No, it honestly, no, that was your song. I mean, Willie's song.
That was Willie's song that he wrote for you.
No, it is on my Confessions of a Broken Child album and the Colors of the Sun album. They're both the last track
on the radio.
Huh?
Which is also on the radio, the Scene Project Radio. So if anybody has not gone to the link on Scene Project Radio, I'm falling out you all, because I'll tell you what, I spend hours updating every single day that radio station. 5 brand new artists were added to the list today, okay, to go onto the radio station. So the only radio station you should all be listening now is the Scenes Project Radio, okay? It's the only one you're allowed on, okay?
The song is called "Dream My Love," and it is an amazing lullaby kind of song. I will send it. We'll play it tomorrow. I will do it as soon as the thing. I'll send a MP3. You might even have it because you have all my music. But
I'll tell you what, I'll send it over to them personally.
Huh?
I'll send it over to them by email.
No, I want to play it.
Okay, we'll play it tomorrow.
We'll play it tomorrow, and then if they want to wait to hear it, they can. But they can also find me on Spotify. Like I said, it's the last track on 2 of my albums. It's just beautiful. I hate him for writing it because I'm like, oh, it's so gorgeous. And where I'm normally known for like doing crazy things vocally and everything, we wrote it because he wrote the lyrics and then we came up with it wanting to be a lullaby. So I wasn't crazy vocally. Like it's just me, like just interpreting a song. So it's amazing. And
we will send it and we'll play it tomorrow. Okay, so 2 things.
You're so mad at me.
2 things for the Academy. Okay, just 1 Academy. Okay, and also a 1 for Michael. So we will go back to Michael. Okay, but 1 thing from the Academy is this. Okay, so we are open. Our school is back open because I don't know if everybody's seen that there's a campaign for school going around at the moment. So I have decided for all you Unsigned Spotlight and also for all you Phoenix Rise artists out there, I will open school back up and we will be putting courses on. So at the moment, you have got a course on there about understanding the independent music industry. And you've also got some free resources for the library, some PDFs and some books for you to read while you're browsing around in the library. So if you'd like to go to school, it is a subscription service, okay? So it's not very expensive. I've tried to keep it as cheap as I possibly can. But when you do go in there, please have a look at the courses, have a look at the material, but please get collaborating with each other. What I might do for you all is we might have a midweek meetup as artists and all have a cup of tea together. Okay, we get our pure and easy tea out and we just have a general chin wag about the music industry and we'll have a catch up. There is a coffee session that you can do on school. Okay, so please have a look around the music sections within school because there is thousands of music sections going from singing lessons to trombone lessons, which I definitely won't be doing. Okay, to basically guitar lessons to people talking about music. So there's absolutely every. John's on there as well, John Hart. If you want to go and find John, his acoustic sessions are on there as well. The Phoenix Rise has put a school together for you. I will be adding to it and also putting new things in there. Okay, but that's because there's been a big boom in the music industry reaching school this month. So I have joined in as well. So I've been busy doing that for you over the weekend. I hope you appreciate all the hard work I've put in and I hope you enjoy finding it. The other thing is also we have had a request from the Hattons actually that Michael does end up going to Atlanta. Okay, so a good piece of news for me, Michael. Last night I set you up a GoFundMe because everybody wants to get you to Atlanta. Okay. So I sent it into your inbox. It has not gone live yet, okay, as far as everybody's seeing it. but it has been made. And for your knowledge, you have been given your first $100 by the Hattons. Okay, so that is a lovely gesture. Thank you, Hatton and Orlis. That is beautiful. Supporting other artists relive their dreams to go out to Atlanta and go and get the ISSA awards that they fully deserve. And that is what I call support from our family in the music industry. That was a lovely gesture last night. And
Amazing.
that
I am ridiculously humbled. Like, I'm very rarely speechless and like overwhelmed. That when I saw that, I don't even know what to say.
I think, well, I know.
Well, saying thank you is just, it feels so empty. Like I would give them hugs and
they've just got you. Look at that. We got you. Okay. We've got you, Michael. Okay. You are going to Atlanta. Okay. I've been waiting for your permission to put that on Facebook, that GoFundMe. Do you know what? Bugger you. I'm your manager. It's going out tonight. We are putting the GoFundMe out. Everybody, even Richard, has said he will dip in his pocket and get you to Atlanta. Okay. You are going, young man. Okay. On that plane to Atlanta with JP because the music industry loves you that much. Okay. You sit here 5 days a week playing everybody else's music and basically working your heart off for the music industry, okay? It's our turn to get back to you. Okay. Yep, it's our turn to get back to you. You've worked hard enough for it, okay? So the GoFundMe will be going out after tonight's show. And all this, there is a link. And I've even sent Michael, if he looks in his inbox, okay, there is a banking detail address for you to fill in because I don't want none of your bloody money. You can keep it all yourself, all right? Okay, so all the funds go to you directly. You just got to fill in the email address and the banking details, and you can collect your own pot, okay? No spending it on Scooby Snacks, okay? No spending it on the Bearded Dragon. Make sure it goes to the ISSA. We are literally wanting you to get there, okay?
Everybody support, like I said at the beginning of the show, I have, and it's emotional for me, I have felt more love and more support from the friends and family that I've met.
It's all that matters.
In the last 6 to 8 months, then it just is overwhelming. And I really thank you. And I must be doing something right. And it means so. Anyway, yes, I don't want to get emotional, but
go on, put on the phone. Go on. Come on, keep doing it.
Yeah.
We want to see him cry on the set, don't we, everyone?
Oh, no. Okay. So,
anyway, we've got two more songs before he blubs. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's put one on for him rather than getting him to choose. Because I don't think, have we done Darian yet?
No, we haven't.
We haven't done Darian. Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Okay, so we've got Darian on next, everybody. He is our next song, and this one is called Growing Older. For all those who are piling on the years like me with my 50th this month. Not this month, September, sorry. I'm counting it away. That's how close it feels, okay? So this one is called Growing Older. Enjoy, everyone.
Well, it's been years since I've been home. Town's a little different than I recall. Sometimes I have trouble remembering these streets that I used to run when I was just a teen. I wonder if that corner store in town, they still open, are they even around? I wonder if they came and tore it all down just to build up some corporate clown. Well, the kids are growing older even though I'm not around. And I've heard things have changed on the south side of the town. Mama and Papa still holding on so strong. even after all these crazy years. But every time I think about going home, I wish you were still there. Another year living on the road, another year living through the phone. It's harder now every time. We're in different time zones. Missed another year of holidays. Used to sit and watch all the kids play. But now I'm gone singing all these songs. Y'all are home still living on. Well, the kids are growing older even though I'm not around. And I've heard things have changed on the south side of the town. Mama and Papa still holding on so strong, even after all these crazy years. But every time I think about going home, I wish you were still there. Well, the kids are growing older even though I'm not around. And I've heard things have changed on the outskirts of this town. Mama and Papa still holding on so strong, even after all these crazy years. Every time I think about going home, I wish you were still there.
I like that one.
Okay. I like the song. The voice totally intrigues me. It sounds like, and please, I hope this doesn't sound wrong, because I love the voice. So I want to preface this by saying I really love the voice, but I couldn't tell if I was listening to a really low female singer or a teenage boy.
Hey.
Because there was just there were some inflections in there that sounded like a 13 or 14, 15-year-old, kid.
A young singer. Yeah, that's what I got. It's a very young singer singing.
Or it's a lady with a super low alto that is, So because the name Darian says
male or female, but in the bio it says she was female.
Okay. So Darian is a female name.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, it caught me out as well when I listened to it. I was just like, I wonder how old this person that seems like they really.
Yeah, it literally reminded me, which is totally cool. Don't get me wrong, because the vocal range and quality of a 13, 14, 15-year-old boy is going to be equivalent to an alto, a female alto. But it was their timbres. The timbre was so, it intrigued me. And that song, I was just scratching my head. And then when I saw Darian, I'm like, okay, I think.
Was that all you were scratching while you was on the show?
What? What?
As long as it's all you were scratching, okay? You ain't got time for that just because it's the end of the show, okay? We only got one more song to play.
I'm ready.
Scratching out of it.
Huh?
Leave your scratching out of it. I'll tell you, if you could use one more beer, this is one for the lads out there. If you could have one more beer, what would you have? If it was an apocalypse and we're all going to die tomorrow, what's the last drink you would have? Michael's would be Scooby Snack. The biggest Scooby Snack ever.
It would be a gallon of Scooby Snack. No,
A gallon of Scooby Snack.
you know, because I'd rather have champagne over a Scooby Snack. But if I could have one drink, my last drink, I think would be. Ooh, that's a good question.
It's a hard one. I've been trying to think of that when I said
probably an official butterbeer from Harry Potter.
Seriously? What?
I love butterscotch. and if I had a butterbeer, that means I'm at Universal Studios, which means I'm having fun. So,
so like your apocalypse moment would be butterbeer with Harry Potter.
Not with Harry Potter. I'd be at Universal. I'd probably be playing with Toothless. Anyway, I'm a geek. Leave me alone.
We know you're a geek. I love it. I don't know what mine would be. I don't know. A glass of champagne with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There you go.
Yours?
A glass of champagne with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I might as well go out in style. Buffy's.
I love champagne.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Buffy. It's not the champagne. It was just a nice drink to, like, relax with her. So that'd be my last moment. Okay, if you could have one more. How about in the audience? Tell us what your last drink would be if you was having an apocalypse tomorrow. Okay, zombie apocalypse. Okay, what's your one last beer? Okay, this is the last program of the night. Okay, and we'll give a quick review when we get back. This is one last beer.
Been running all week on caffeine and fumes, kicking off heels in a massive back room. Hair's in a knot, makeup half gone, singing along to her favorite song. Boss talking down, rent coming due. That glass of red just ain't gonna do. You could use a beer, something ice cold, lift it up high, let the good times roll. Long week, short future, all just trying to chase that feel-good Friday kind of high. If you're here, then you're in the clear. You could use a beer. He's been working all day, boots covered in dust, working that job, doing what he must. Truck won't start, bills in a pile, pops a top sip, stress off in style. Back porch picking cooler by his chair, not a single damn worry left to spare, just a cold one and some country air. You could use a beer, something ice cold, lift it up high, let the good times roll. Long week, short views, we're all just trying to chase that feel-good Friday kind of high. If you're here, then you're in the clear. You could use a beer. You can use a beer, something ice cold, kick it with your crew, let your worries go. Raise one up if you've had that kind of week. You could use a beer, something ice cold, hazy little thing or a natty bowl. Long week, short fuse, we're all just trying to chase that feel-good Friday kind of high. If you're here, then you're in the clear. You could use a beer. You could use a beer. Pop the top and let's get a little rowdy.
familiar with him because I believe he received some ISSA nominations as well. So I've heard his music. He's really good.
He is really good.
Just a really solid, great country artist. Like, you know, it's mainstream country. It's country that everybody likes. You know, there's one thing about when country music is done right, you just want to reach over and turn the knob up and just enjoy. And I think that really fits. I think he's got a really good sound, good lyrics for, you know, a party crowd, for outdoor festivals. You know, he should be someone that stays pretty busy because that sound is very, very what you hear. Having lived in Nashville for almost 2 years, that's the kind of stuff they jump on. So good on him. I really liked it. I really liked.
We love Mix.
Yeah, I really liked that. Super good guy. Really, really impressive.
Super good guy. And there's also been some super audience members today. Those ones who have joined us today, thank you very, very much for joining. And we've got a lovely long list again. Thank you so much for watching the show. Roland Duet, thank you very much for popping in and giving us a lovely heart. I saw that during the show. We have also got hearts and thumbs up from Bubba. He's in the background watching us. Simon Marks, Dimitri, Stephen Gordon, Lani, Steve, James, Richard. They've all been here tonight. Thank you so much for watching the show, everyone. You are absolutely brilliant. Hatton and all this as well. Thank you very much for watching the show. You have all been joining us. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so, so much for keeping us company on this Tuesday night. We will also be seeing you all tomorrow. Jeffy and James also, thank you very much for joining the show. Thank you for all of your comments as well and supporting us through the show. It's been absolutely amazing. We will see you on tomorrow night's show on Wednesday at 10 a.m. for Michael, 2 p.m. for PSD, and 6 p.m. for the UK.
1 p.m. on the East Coast.
1 p.m. on the East Coast, should we say? Not 2, 1.
So it's 10 here. 10 here in the Pacific Northwest. East Coast is 1. 6 o'clock in good old England and the UK.
Jolly old England, jolly old England. Well, this jolly old man is going to go and cook some jolly old food. And it's a nice, jolly old show today.
What are you going to have? Oh, what are you making?
I don't know. It's Tuesday. It's Blur Day. I don't know what to put in the oven today. I might have a pop.
Yeah, I had a weird leftovers night last night because I got home and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. So I had pork ribs and duck.
This is leftovers, pork ribs and duck, yeah? You know, I've got Iceland pie, you know, chicken and ham pie or something like that, you know. No pork ribs and duck for me. Anyway, with that in mind, I'm buggering off to go and get some dinner. And I will see you all tomorrow night for the show. 1, 2, 3, Michael, go! See you later, everyone. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.